This is something that's really, really dear to me. The fact of the matter is my high school sweetheart, my husband, Ian here, calling him out. We met in the band right back there. And anyway, back in the 90s when I went to high school here, the music department was my entire world. It's really, really hard to be in high school. It's really, really hard to be a kid that does not excel at math, that doesn't excel at science, that doesn't maybe excel at English, that doesn't play sports. I never felt good about myself or felt like there was something that I could excel at, something that I could be good at, until I came to Smithfield High School and became a part of the music department. That program made being in high school easier for me. It made me feel like I was understood. It made me feel like there was a place for someone like me. And in this, whole world that I lived in back then, full of athletes and mathletes and Model UN students and burnouts and wallflowers, I was a musician. And that made me feel cool. It made me feel like I was somebody, and that's where all of the self-esteem that I have today came from. In that department, I learned a ton about math. You can't play music and not know the circle of fifths. It's basic math. Transposing music is cold hard math. 20 years later, I use all of those skills that I learned right there across the hallway. I walked into audition for The Voice on NBC, and I was able to tell the band, I want to do my song in the key of A. I want this song to be staccato until we get to the bridge. When you hit that refrain, make those notes staccato. Put 3 turnarounds in the end. Right there, that's an accidental note, because it's not one of the 3 sharps in the key of A. And I would have never, ever, ever known any of that information any other way. I learned all of that right here at Smithfield High School. I did, honestly. Thank you. And I really want to tell you guys, I feel like there's a stigma that I've faced my whole life. There's a stigma that music gets, the music education gets. People tell you to get a real job. They tell you that music is just for fun, that music is not as important. It's not as important as new tables in the cafeteria. It's not as important as math. It's not as important as English. It's not as important as social studies. You have to get a real job. And I think that if the school department cuts anything from this wonderful, wonderful music program, they will be reinforcing that stigma. And they'll be saying to the kids of Smithfield that dreaming is for fools. And it's not. I just know that I'm so proud to be from Smithfield, and I don't want to come back here someday and find out that this town is a get a real job kind of town. That this job is a dreaming is for fools kind of town, because it's not. All those things that you guys enjoy in your daily lives, who maybe you don't consider yourself a dreamer, you don't consider yourself an artist, but you know what? You go to the movies and you laugh and you cry at those movies. You dance to a song at your wedding. You have photographs of your children you cherish. All of those were invented by dreamers, by people who worked hard on something that they believed in, by something that was outside of the box, that their imaginations came up with. And they probably learned how to believe in themselves enough at a really young age to follow that dream. I know that I did, and it was not always easy, but if I didn't have Mr. Cleasley in this music department, I don't think I would have graduated from high school. And that's a respect. So, I mean, y'all can put all the statistics and numbers and all the stuff up there you want, but Smithfield High School deserves better. These kids deserve better. Nobody knows where their dreams are going to take them, and you know what? They deserve to find out.